and welcome to All Things Pop Pop. This is my first video, yay! So I'm gonna be talking about a few things today. Hopefully this video is not too long. Just make reactions to like basic comic, some comic book news, anything that was noteworthy to me this week or in the past 2 weeks or so. There's like a few things I gotta catch up on. So first, I definitely want to start off with the Batman V Superman trailer. And the way I learned about it was through Twitter. Zack Snyder had tweeted that he's gonna have like screenings for select fans and IMAX theaters, and they'd be able to see the trailer before everyone else. And we know that's gonna come out in front of Mad Max Fury, but that was still like a ways off. So when I saw that, it had been half an hour after he tweeted, and I had prayed that there was still tickets left. So there were, and I was able to get 2 tickets, so that was awesome. And then the trailer leaked that week, and then they put it up on Friday. So I was a little bummed out that I wouldn't be one of the first people to see it, but it was still awesome. So I saw the trailer over and over again that weekend when it came out, and I showed it to all my friends, and I saw it with them, and it was just so exciting to talk about. And then of course I still went on Monday to see the trailer. I picked my favorite theater on 42nd Street, like the most comfortable chairs, like a huge screen, and I went there, and it was awesome, and it was worth it. And even though I had seen it, like, no lie, like 10 times before that, it was still a great experience. I saw things, I mean, there's a reason why he wanted people to see it in IMAX, because there was details in Batman's suit that I had not seen in like the 10 previous times I had watched the trailer. And they showed the trailer for us twice, and they gave us these wonderful posters, so that was the best thing. But aside from that, the best part was obviously being there with fans, like people who really want to see it, people who saw the trailer in their homes online and still willing to go outside. It was raining that day in New York City, so it was like it wasn't the best day to go out, but yeah, everyone there was like buzzing, talking. Like I remember there was actually someone in the theater that I went to that like did like a Batman voice, so it was like, let's see it again or whatever. I can't do their voice obviously, but it was so funny, and everyone there was like so excited, like genuinely excited to see the movie and just be there for the trailer. So that's like a whole new level of fandom. Like you go to the movie theater just to see a trailer. So aside from the posters, we were also told that we're gonna be able to see the movie a week before everyone else. So as if seeing it in IMAX wasn't a gift enough, now we get to not only get posters but also get to see the movie before everyone else. So that's super exciting. My favorite part of the whole trailer was, or at least the moment where I was like, this movie, this is real, like this is actually happening. Because I mean, they've been teasing this movie for like 3 years now, like 2 years now, and we're still a year away from it. And what became real for me was the moment where Ben Affleck's face came on screen, and he has this somber look, and you have Alfred's talking to him, and it's just, I never had doubts about Ben Affleck. I wasn't like exactly thrilled, but honestly I didn't care either way. But seeing him, like, he's gonna kill it. I feel like he's gonna do so good, and that's so exciting. Like to have this teaser, and like I thought I couldn't get more excited for it, and it really made me much more excited. And seeing Ben Affleck, that like of everything else that I saw, including the bonus footage that they had showed us in the IMAX theater, which is only like 2 seconds long, and it was like Batman and Superman just like coming at each other, and the screen goes black. Literally like 2 seconds more, that's it. But the most exciting part was me seeing Ben Affleck's face, and just that look I felt was exactly what I need from Batman. And I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I hate the Dark Knight trilogy. Everyone's like, oh, the best movies ever. I'm like, you can suck it. I'll keep my animated Batman forever until a movie comes out that's worthy and does Batman justice, because Batman is perfect, damn it. And then we did this old, gross, crippled, fucking Christian Bale Batman. He's the worst. I hate him. So I'm excited for what Ben Affleck's gonna do. I'm sure he's gonna kill it. I want him to be a really active Batman, and I think that he is gonna be amazing in this movie. So second, Common. So Common is a musician. I think he's like hip hop R&B. I know him as a musician, but other people may know him in like some of the things that he does. I believe he was in the History Channel. He does a few acting things. I don't know. I only know him as a musician. So he's actually been cast for Suicide Squad, or he has a part in it. So a lot of the theories that are going out are, is he gonna be Green Lantern? Because he's black. That's the only reason why I think he's gonna be Green Lantern. But I am praying. I really, really want Jon Stewart Green Lantern, but I don't think Common's the right person for to play that role. I don't think he's a strong enough actor. I mean, I can't say I've seen him on all his acting roles, but I don't think that he's strong enough to carry his own movie. And we know the Green Lanterns, you know, have like their own movie. I mean, they're huge, but I think that one thing that's more feasible, which other rumors have been, that he might be playing Black Manta. Now, Black Manta is the enemy of Aquaman, and that makes so much more sense considering he's being cast for Suicide Squad. So what do I think about him as Black Manta? Yeah, he can kill it. If you look at Common, he looks like aggressive, and like he just has a seriousness to him that I think if in any role he can play, of course he will bring in. I think that's why people consider him a good Green Lantern, a good Jon Stewart, because Jon Stewart, you know, military background, hard kind of guy, and he had been previously cast on like some Justice League movie that never happened as the Green Lantern, as Jon Stewart as Green Lantern. So I don't think that's the case this time, though. If it were to be the case, I'd be super excited because one, I'm getting the Green Lantern that I want. I know everyone's like, well, Hal Jordan is like the first, the best, but I don't care. I love Jon Stewart. I grew up on the animated TV shows, as you may or may not have noticed, and Jon Stewart was my Green Lantern, and I think he's amazing, and I think we're ready to have a Green Lantern that's not Hal Jordan. I think we're ready for Jon Stewart. So I'd be super excited if he's Jon Stewart, but if he's Black Manta, which I think that's more likely, or maybe even not, maybe that's not even the case at all. If he is Black Manta, I think he'd be awesome. But I wonder, would they put a helmet on him? We might not even see his face. Like, I don't know. But the Suicide Squad movie is obviously, like, there's tons of things to talk about. Because we're just getting news after news, and it's that cast is star-studded. Who else can they cast? You know, like, they've gotten everyone in Hollywood pretty much at this point. But enough on that. We'll get back to that. So the next thing to talk about is obviously the Joker picture. So David Ayer tweeted it out, and people had been split, including myself. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, but I like that it's different, and that's the most important thing. I think Jared Leto, like, when they announced his casting, I was like, yes, he's the perfect person. He was amazing in Dallas Buyers Club, and he's a transformative actor. Like, he can do this. I know he can. And people are always like, oh, Heath Ledger. Yes, he was great, but you know, we can't have all these people playing Jokers and playing the same Joker. And you know, Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't the Joker that I necessarily wanted. You know, my perfect casting of Heath Ledger would be like any like skinny guy in like face paint, and then Mark Hamill's voice. That is the perfect Joker for me. So I know that's not gonna happen ever. I still would hope that people, you know, like, but yeah, that's a great idea. Let's have Mark Hamill play the Joker forever. But since that's not the case, I think Jared Leto is the perfect person to play it because, like I said, he's a transformative actor. And so with the picture that we saw, the green hair on point, perfect. He's a little more, you know, he's a little stronger than Jokers that we're used to, you know. Like, I follow him on Instagram, so I've been seeing the pictures he posts of. I'm like, oh, Joker's kind of brolic. But the most notable thing, of course, are the tattoos. So the tattoos, he has like a damage across the face, and like haha, and like smiles and laughter, like all tattooed on his body. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think that it's different and that's good. But I think, honestly, I'd be a little surprised if he actually had tattoos in movies. I think they were just trying to pay tribute to the picture of Joker, that cover, I believe. just the way that they had taken pictures. He had kind of done a tribute to the Killing Joke cover. So I think it's similar. I think that's why the tattoos are on his body. I don't think that it'll actually be in the movie. But I don't think that if it were the case that he did have those tattoos, I can't say I'd be that bothered by it. Because again, Joker's funny. Like, there's probably like a good explanation for why he got those tattoos. But it was like a spur of the moment thing. He's like, hey Harley, I just feel like getting a tattoo. We're here. Or, you know, like whatever. Or maybe like he's so sick he could have been like, I don't know, robbing. I don't know, Joker doesn't rob places, but let's just say he could have been robbing a tattoo parlor shop and he's like, oh, by the way, here, tattoo me or something before I kill you. I don't know. Like, it could have been, there could be some good explanations if he does have those tattoos. Now, if he does have tattoos, I doubt that they'd have that damaged look, but that damage across his forehead, if they do, well then whatever. Like I said, they should have a good explanation for it. This is a different movie. People can have their own takes on Joker. But my favorite tattoo is really the J. You know, like the blood symbol. Like, Joker has killed some people, y'all. And then of course, you know, like the teeth. You know, he has like a whole bunch of gold teeth, like grills. Like it's so funny because I think it's so stupid. But then like it's possible that, like, you know, as people are saying, like, yo, it could be that Batman knocked him out so many times that they kept having to put fake teeth in. So, like, maybe that's what it is. Like, because I think that this Batman is, like, a serious freaking Batman. Like, he is on the verge of killing people, and then he has to hold himself back. Or at least that's the Batman that I'm hoping we're getting. But, I feel like, yeah, he gotten it in with, you know, Joker. And, he's missing teeth because of it. And he had to put in some gold teeth. I don't know, whatever. And he's hearted by jail time, yo. Like, he plays tattoos to prove it. What? He's in the J. Like, it's funny. So overall, I would say, like, it was an interesting take on Joker, but we have yet to see more. You know, like, this is just the beginning. This is just the first image of him. We don't know what he's, you know, Joker's really gonna sound like, what his character is, you know, and what's the timeline really. We kind of know that, you know, Batman's retired, blah blah blah, which I'm sick of that. Like, I want Batman in action. They better have Batman in action. I want no retired old Bruce Wayne, whatever. But that's what we have. So it could still be like, it could still be awesome. So I still have high hopes for it, and Man of Steel didn't let me down. It didn't meet my expectations, but then again, I was never like such a big Superman fan. I'm a bigger Batman fan. Batman Beyond, I love it. And Batman, the animated series, Justice League Unlimited, everything with Batman's in, all the animated series he's in, I've watched. I love him. He's the best. Also, some new tidbit of news. So there have been some set leaks of Ben Affleck on the set of Suicide Squad. So we see Ben Affleck, not Batman. So I'm gonna assume that means Bruce Wayne is kind of around wherever Suicide Squad is happening. So that's exciting. And also in reverse, it seems that maybe the Joker could possibly also have a cameo in Batman v Superman. Now this is again like kind of like a rumor, we're not sure if that's the case, but it would make sense because they both, like, they're arch nemesis, and really, like, or at least the way I always saw it, Joker loves Batman and he loves to fuck with him, and it's just so funny. I kind of see like they're best friends in a way, so it would make sense that we'd have Ben Affleck on Suicide Squad, and possibly, like, I don't know, some kind of flashback or memory type sequence that would happen in Batman v Superman where we see Jared Leto's Joker, because again, we know that, like, probably Batman is shaped by Joker and everything that he's done. There's also been speculated that there might be a dead Robin already, so obviously that would have been by the hands of the Joker, so we know that they have like a really interesting relationship, to say the least. So either way, we have Batman in Suicide Squad or Jared Leto in Batman v Superman. Win! Everyone wins! And if we don't, then we still have the main characters that are in the movie. Another question I guess I've had regarding the Batman v Superman, like, who else is in the movie? Like, who is going to be showcased in the movie? Like, that's one thing that I'm really curious about, because we have pictures of Jason Momoa, we have We know we have pictures of Wonder Woman, but are they really gonna be in the movie? I kind of feel like they're gonna end up being like the post-credit scenes or something. I feel like they're just like teasing us, and really they're not even gonna have a role in the movie. But either way, I'm excited for the movie. Moving on to the next topic, I'm gonna go into like some DC like general news. So they announced like this DC for girls, like superheroes targeted, like action figures targeted for young girls. Now the target audience I believe is like 9 through 12, and it's gonna have like Batgirl and like Harley Quinn and blah blah blah, all these you know characters from DC Comics, female characters from DC Comics, and targeted at young girls. And I think this is a smart move. I don't know why anyone would be like, oh, they shouldn't do that, or this is pandering to the female audience. I think if anything, it's like this whole time they've been marketing towards men, and then now that they're marketing towards women, it's like wrong. No, it makes sense. Like in the perfect world, of course, you know, it'd be all inclusive. Like this is what we have, and this is for everyone. But clearly that's not how they work. Whatever. And so we're having this line just for girls, and it's smart for them to do that because the only way I really knew about anything that's going on in comic books is because of the animated series. And if there were more things like that that would have gotten me into the comic book universe early, I would be even, I feel like I'd be an even bigger fan. Like I'd have more knowledge of the universe. So smart for them for wanting to do this. And you know, I'm into comics now because of the animated series and because of what I grew up with. So yes, they want more fans, and of course they should want more female fans. And so this is a good move, I think everyone wants. So if you don't want to buy those action figures or Barbie dolls or whatever they're going to be, then don't buy them. You're still going to have the regular action, you know, not the action, well they have action figures, but they also have like statues and stuff. And I don't really buy, I have action figures, but they're my brother's action figures. So, except for that one, that one's mine, yeah, that one's mine. So I think that's all I'm going to leave this video. It kind of went on long enough. So this is just like in general like kind of DC news. I'm going to put up another video for just everything else that kind of happened the past week or 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. I hope that it won't be as long as this one is. That kind of went off on a ramble, but if you know, whatever. I want to say how I feel about these scenes because it's exciting to talk about it, and I love to hear what everyone else thought about it. Like your reactions to the Batman v Superman trailer, your reaction to Joker. Like what do you think about DC coming up with this, targeting females? What do you think about the common casting, good or bad? Do you care about it? Whatever. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So thank you for watching, and until next time, thank you.